Most traders quit right before the stage that would have changed everything. In the first 5 seconds, here's the solution you need to hear. Consistent profitability is not about finding the right strategy, it's about surviving the right stages. If you understand where you are right now, you stop fighting yourself and start progressing on purpose. Every consistently profitable trader you admire has gone through the same psychological path, whether they admit it or not. Different markets, different styles, different personalities, but the stages are the same. The problem is that most traders think they're failing, when in reality, they're just stuck in a stage they don't understand. The first stage is excitement without understanding. This is where everything feels possible. You discover trading, see charts moving, hear stories of fast money, and believe you finally found the thing that will change your life. You try strategies, indicators, signals, YouTube videos. Some trades win, some lose, but the wins feel huge emotionally. You think, I can do this. At this stage, losses don't hurt yet because belief is high. The danger here is illusion. You don't know what you don't know, and because of that, you underestimate risk and overestimate control. The solution in this stage is not to rush, it's to slow down. Instead of asking, how much can I make, you need to ask, how does this market actually move? This is where you should focus on basic structure, risk, and execution, not profits. If you try to skip this stage, the market will force you back into it with losses later. The second stage is confusion and frustration. This is where trading gets painful. Strategies stop working. What looked easy becomes unpredictable. You follow rules and still lose. You break rules and sometimes win, which messes with your head even more. You start questioning everything, your strategy, the market, yourself. This is where many traders quit, thinking trading is a scam or that they don't have the mindset. What's actually happening is that the illusion from stage 1 is collapsing, and that's necessary. This stage exists to break overconfidence and force humility. The solution here is consistency in process, not outcome. You must stop jumping from system to system. Pick one approach and stick with it long enough to understand its behavior. This stage rewards patience and punishes desperation. If this part sounds familiar, pause for a second, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this with someone who keeps changing strategies every month. They're not failing, they're just stuck in stage 2. The third stage is self-confrontation. This is the most uncomfortable stage, and it's also where real traders are made. At this point, you realize the problem isn't the market anymore, it's you. Your impatience, your fear, your ego, your need to be right, your inability to follow your own rules. Losses now hurt emotionally because you know better, but you still repeat the same mistakes. This stage forces accountability. You start journaling, you notice patterns in your behavior, you realize most losses come from the same few mistakes. Entering early, moving stops, overtrading, revenge trading. The market is no longer the enemy, your reactions are. The solution in this stage is brutal honesty. You must stop pretending discipline is automatic. Discipline is trained. You simplify, you reduce trade frequency, you focus on execution over profit. This is where you build rules around yourself, not just the market. Drop a comment if you've reached the point where you know exactly what you're doing wrong but still struggle to stop. That awareness means you're already in stage 3. The fourth stage is structured consistency. This is where things start to change quietly. You're not euphoric, you're not excited. Trading becomes boring, and that's a good sign. You have a clear plan. You know when you're allowed to trade and when you're not. Losses still happen, but they're smaller. Wins don't excite you the same way. You judge your performance by rule following, not P&L. This stage feels slow, but it's powerful. You're building trust with yourself. Your equity curve might still fluctuate, but the chaos is gone. You're no longer trying to outsmart the market, you're trying to execute cleanly. This is where consistency begins to form. The solution here is repetition and protection. You protect capital aggressively. You don't size up emotionally. You don't chase missed trades. You accept boredom as part of the job. Many traders self-sabotage here because it feels too simple. They crave excitement again. Don't fall for that trap. The fifth stage is controlled profitability. This is where trading finally feels stable. You're not winning every trade, but you're no longer surprised by outcomes. You understand probabilities deeply. You know a losing streak doesn't mean anything is broken. You adjust slowly, deliberately, and with data, not emotion. At this stage, your mindset is different. You don't ask, how much can I make today? You ask, did I execute correctly? You think in months and years, not days. The market doesn't control your emotions because your process does. The solution here is restraint. You don't push, you don't rush growth. You let compounding do the work. You understand that consistency is fragile and must be protected. This stage is not about ego, it's about sustainability. Here's the most important escalation. You cannot skip stages. If you try, the market will send you backward through losses. Every stage exists to teach a specific lesson. The pain you feel is not punishment, it's information. Most traders fail because they think something is wrong with them. In reality, they're just misinterpreting the stage they're in. When you know the stages, frustration turns into direction. If this video is helping you reframe your journey, like it, subscribe, and share it with someone who thinks they're failing when they're actually just learning. Every profitable trader you admire went through these 5 stages. The only difference between them and the traders who quit is simple. They stayed long enough to reach the next one.